Twitter and Elon Musk are being sued for close to $500,000. The long arm of the law does not grant free passes, Elon. Let's take a closer look at all of the lawsuits Elon is up against. The most recent lawsuit Twitter and Elon are facing is one for unpaid rent in the amount of $136,260. Yup, you heard that right. One of the richest persons in the world owes what amounts to pocket change for him in unpaid rent. There are also class action lawsuits pending regarding the massive layoffs that took place upon his acquisition of Twitter, as well as private jet companies and software companies shelling out their own lawsuits. San Francisco, which is where Twitter's headquarters is located, is an expensive city to live in, so I could understand maybe trying to stick it to the man by not paying rent. But Elon Musk is essentially the man that everyone would love to stick it to, so I don't think that would be his justification for slacking on these payments. The New York Times has reported that this is legitimately a tactic Musk is trying to use to cut costs for Twitter. Rent hasn't been paid since October when he acquired Twitter, so let's do some simple math and assume rent is paid monthly. $136,260 divided by the 4 months he has been CEO would be $34,065 a month in rent. If those are the type of numbers a man worth $140 billion is worried about, then I can only imagine what kind of other drastic measures have been taken at Twitter headquarters. Goodbye ergonomic office chairs and fancy lunches. Hello Stofers and single-ply toilet paper. The Twitter acquisition has been a dumpster fire since the beginning. This all started because Elon didn't like the censorship that was taking place, and that Twitter was trying to head off misinformation. It all began in April of 2022 when Elon Musk bought 9% of Twitter's shares on the open market. Shortly after that, he offered up $44 billion to purchase the company entirely. That was a number way above Twitter's actual value, so who knows if Musk was serious or just trying to flex. But in July of 2022, Twitter sued Elon in order to enforce the deal. You can't just back out of contracts you willingly signed, Elon. Just like you can't not pay rent in a building you are leasing. The trial was set for October, and things were not looking good for Elon as all pre-trial motions have gone in Twitter's favor up to that point. The judge on the trial, Judge Kathleen McCormick, gave Twitter and Elon until the end of the month to sort their issues out among themselves. Finally, on October 28th, the acquisition of Twitter was final, and Musk swiftly laid off about half of Twitter's overall payroll and fired top executives in the company. The best part of this timeline is when Elon makes it so that anyone can subscribe to Twitter for a blue checkmark, which leads to an influx of people getting a blue checkmark and then changing their names to some celebrity or major company that they want to destroy. The impersonations were pretty hilarious, with one that sent pharmaceutical investors into a tizzy. Someone pretending to be Eli Lilly tweeted that their insulin product will now be free, which caused their stock to temporarily dip. Elon Musk himself also had many accounts making jokes about him while pretending to be him. Unfortunately for Elon, he can't fire the people who are ridiculing him and his poor decision-making skills online, so he takes out all of his frustration on his employees. On November 16th, he sent out a company-wide email demanding a commitment to long hours at high intensity, or they will receive 3 months of severance if they didn't consent. Demanding those ridiculous working conditions is already insane, but then threatening with an insulting severance package is even worse. But again, this whole video started because of Elon's primary goal, which is to cut costs at Twitter. Speaking of those severance packages, well, the people that have been offered them are so insulted that some have opted not to accept them and instead join the pending class action lawsuits against Musk. The lawsuit states that they were not given enough notice under federal and California laws. No word currently on how much this lawsuit could net each employee that partakes. But what took place for this to happen? First of all, it took 2 months for anyone who was laid off to receive any notifications about their severance package. During those 2 months, they were kept on the payroll, and if they agreed to their severance package, they would receive those perks as well. How long is this package good for, you ask? 1 measly month. According to Business Insider, the severance agreement that the laid-off employees would have to sign states that they would give up their rights to any future stock payouts or bonuses that they may have been entitled to. 1 month of severance pay, and then it's like you never even worked there. No wonder everyone is trying to hop on these impending lawsuits. Speaking of lawsuits, great segue, I know. Implied Data Incorporated is suing Twitter for allegedly refusing to honor their multi-million-dollar contract. The contract states that proprietary software services will be provided until 2024. However, Twitter did not pay their November bill and stated they disclaimed any obligation to pay any future invoices. According to Fortune, this amounts to more than $8 million in damages. Last, but certainly not least, is a lawsuit from a private jet company that claims they are owed about $200,000 for 2 flights that were taken by the former chief marketing officer. Twitter, aka Elon Musk, is also refusing to pay that bill. I would guess that Elon Musk is deliberately trying to sabotage Twitter so that he can get out of the situation that he's in and hand the next poor sap a dumpster fire of a social media company. Elon makes significantly more in a single day than he owes in rent. How do you think Elon Musk is handling Twitter? Let us know in the comments, and thank you for watching.